When it comes to starting your own business, the biggest objection is always around finances. All of us want financial stability and we want to feel financially secure, and we often write off the prospect of starting our own business because it's too risky. But a lot of us don't take the time to sit down and get a clear picture of what risk and stability means to us. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a super simple risk assessment exercise that I went through when I started thinking about leaving my 9-to-5 job. And this exercise goes hand in hand with creating a financial plan that will allow you to leave your 9-to-5 job. Hey everyone, I'm Alex. I'm a life and mindset coach for aspiring and early stage entrepreneurs. If you one day dream of starting a business and leaving your 9-to-5, I want to help you get there. And a super quick disclaimer before we get into this video, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. This is for information only, and I'm sharing the process that I personally used to allow me to start to understand my own personal risk tolerance. So let's get into it, and a reminder that this is for you to understand your own personal risk tolerance. And so as we talk about the 6 questions in this assessment, think about it within the context of leaving your 9-to-5 one day. So question number 1, how much income do I need my new business to be generating before I'll feel ready to leave my 9-to-5 job? So some of you may not need your business to be generating income at all, and some of you may want your business to be able to fully replace your 9-to-5 income, and that's up to you. And a quick note here, these questions aren't in any particular order, and they all kind of work together to give you the overall picture of what you need to feel good to leave your 9-to-5 job. And when it comes to answers, there's no right or wrong answer. It's for you to really start to think about your own personal truth and your own personal risk tolerance when it comes to these things. Question number 2, how much debt are you comfortable having? Are you wanting to have no debt? Are you okay with some debt? Or are you okay having your current level of debt? So in my case, I chose to pay off all my debt prior to leaving my 9-to-5 because for me personally, I wasn't comfortable with the thought of having payments that I could potentially miss that could impact my credit score or have other negative impacts. Question 3 is related to savings. How much of a runway do you want to have before you'll be ready to quit your job? So this could look like no runway. It could look like less than 6 months of runway, or it could look like 6 months to a year worth of savings. And so at this point, you can start to get a sense of the interplay between the questions. For example, if you have a larger runway and a larger savings goal of, say, 1 year, then maybe your business doesn't need to be making a full-time income at the time that you're ready to quit. Question 4 has to do with cost of living. Am I willing and able to reduce my cost of living prior to quitting my job? And so this one's really looking at if you're able to reduce your cost of living by how much. And of course, this will affect your savings goal. If you know you can reduce your cost of living, then 6 months of monthly expenses is going to look different at a reduced cost of living than at your current cost of living. Question 5 has to do with your support systems. So how much support do I have in my life from, for example, family, a partner or spouse, or friends? And this question is really to start thinking about what are your options, right? What sort of support do you have in your life? Do you have the ability to maybe move back in with your parents for 6 months while you get your business started? Or do you have a partner that could help take on more of the shared costs like rent and groceries temporarily while you launch your business? Question 6 has to do with your dependents. Do you have any people that depend on you at this time? This question didn't apply to me at the time of leaving my 9-to-5, but if it applies to you, then I can imagine you'll want to take a more conservative and lower risk approach to leaving your 9-to-5. So once you have your answers to all of these questions, you can start to get an overall sense of your unique risk tolerance. And this can start to guide the financial planning that you may need to do as you work up to leaving your 9-to-5 job. So this could look like paying down debt, saving up your financial runway, reducing your costs, etc. So let's look at an example of how I would have filled out this assessment when I was getting ready to leave my 9-to-5 job. Overall, I would say I had a moderate risk tolerance when it came to quitting my job. You can see that my focus was paying off debt, saving up a runway, and reducing my cost of living. And I knew I could take a moderately more risky approach because I had a support system in my life and I was able to reduce my cost of living. So I hope this little assessment has helped you gain some perspective when it comes to quitting your 9-to-5 and has helped you see a broader perspective as far as your options, and that quitting your 9-to-5 job doesn't necessarily entail a doomsday scenario financially. And next week, I'm going to talk about the financial planning that I did now that I had a sense of my risk and the kind of conditions that would make me feel comfortable quitting my 9-to-5 job. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you want to share something in the comments, I would really love to hear back from you. And if you enjoy this type of content, then make sure to subscribe for weekly videos like this. And I'll see you in the next video.